Hello Leo, welcome to my channel. This is Natalie and you're at 2020 Tarot and this is your September reading. So I've changed my spread slightly and I think it's going to be more connected or not so disjointed, I should say. Yeah, so anyways, having said that, here we go. We're going to start with major arcana cards for each section of your life. Oh, that was a weird cut. Well, I guess that's the way it is. So the first section at the top will be you, love, and then we're going to have career and money on this side. I'm going to follow up with 3 cards from tarot for each section to give it a little bit context. And here we go. And as well for each section, I will have specific decks. So love cards for the love section, keepers for the money and career, and for the you, I'm going to have Le Normand. But for the general energies for the month, I have the vibrational cards. So let me just pull one card for you from this deck. And it'll be this card. Okay, Leo, it says refuge. Refuge. Maybe time to go into refuge. Do some self-work, self-analysis. Let's leave it there and see how this develops. Okay, Leo, for you, for the month of September, we have the devil. Some kind of negative energy is around you for the month of September. It could be, I was going to say thought patterns, and that's exactly what we have underneath there. So we have the devil. Right underneath we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Ace of Wands and the Sun card. So all of this negative energy is trapped between 2 very positive cards. Okay, so I think that's why, that's why you need to go into the refuge. You need to eliminate that self-talk, those limiting beliefs that you have, that, make you feel stuck. We have the woman, it could be a man. There's a bouquet, which is an offer, like a gift to you. And there's the clover. And I'm going to pull another one. So we have the mice. Okay. So it looks like you're on the receiving end of something very good, very positive for you. There's an element of luck as well, like you're lucky. It's a lucky break. The mice is typically associated with stress. So we do see the stress card twice here because the Eight of Swords is stressful and you're feeling stuck. So this is like not a poisoned apple. I'm not going to call it poisoned as such, but it's something that's being offered to you that really ignites you, but you know that it brings you some worries. But ultimately, the bottom line is that it's going to make things very clear and bright, and you're going to be happy with this overall. Okay, there's just a bad period you need to go through, and going into the refuge is probably going to help you to get over these fears, okay, and this stress. We have what looks like a bird, some kind of a phoenix almost bird that's got this golden fish. There's a lot of work, a lot of eddies in this card. So to me, it looks like, this is a good catch, but there's a lot of work involved. But it's a golden fish, so it's like a big prize, but it comes at a cost. So that's the advice for you, is to realize that this is significant, what's being offered to you, and your negative thoughts will be triggered, but you have to keep positive, because ultimately by keeping positive and accepting the fact that it's going to be a lot of work for this catch, there may be roller coasters emotionally, but it all comes out beautiful in the end. Okay, so just ground yourself, connect to Mother Earth and the universe, to resource yourself and ground your energies. All right, Leo, let's move on to, first, let's ask the 2 questions. So I'm going to pull 2 cards that would require yes or no answers. So go ahead and formulate your questions. Card number 1 is out. Card number 2 is right here. So the answer to question number 1 is no. You need to reconsider. Question number 2, the answer is yes, helpful people are going to be around you and assisting you. Okay, let's leave it there and let's go to the love section. Leo, for love, we have the Emperor. So being in control, being the king of all kings, the Page of Wands, the Strength card, there you are, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so it looks to me like in love, things are under control. There's probably communication or thoughts of something new, a renewed passion. If you're involved in a relationship, it's a renewed passion that's starting with your lover, which, and I would say this is you. Or it tells you that you need to continue on with this courageous path that you're on, because it's the right path and you're confident about that and very energized about it. If you're single, you could definitely be receiving some new messages, and I think the the Strength card here would be that you need to tone back your perhaps aggressive temperament and your, I'm not saying aggressive as in negative, but aggressive as in you want it now. Just tone it down, pull back a little bit, be tempered, tone it down, yeah. Because not everyone's on the same page or at the same speed, right? And Leos are very passionate. When they're passionate, they're passionate. Let me tell you. Yes, I'm a Leo. So, and I know you know that. So, Queen of Wands. I mean, after you've tempered yourself, you're going to be very confident. This is the right person. This is the right path. And you've done the right thing. So it's going to be very positive. Karmic relationship. So we have... I didn't put my glasses on, so I'm having a tough time reading this. So there may be some triggers, it says here. Turmoil, a bit of turmoil. There's some lessons that you need to learn. Letting go and loving you. So, you know, if you're in a relationship, maybe you need to learn something from past experiences with this person. Maybe this karmic relationship is from other past lives, but looks like you may have something to learn, and maybe it's your own behavior you need to learn. You need to tame it down, tame it back. We have separation here, so maybe you need to separate yourself if you're in a relationship. I'm not talking about long-term separation, but something that's needed at this time so that you can regroup, resource, and maybe control yourself a little bit more. And then we have photograph. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. So I think you need to figure something out first and foremost before you can move ahead with this relationship, or even if you're single, to meet someone new. Yeah, something about you. It's not about them, it's about you. You need to learn something. You need to maybe heal some pains or something from a past karmic relationship. What does Dixit have to offer you as advice? Dixit is saying, yeah, you know, you've been down a path. You've got this big bad wolf lurking behind you. Either you are that wolf or you are the person walking. You know, there's footsteps in the snow. So just be careful, because the shadow can bite you in the ass, and you don't want that. So you need to get rid of that shadow, tame the beast within you. Okay, all right, let's go with the questions now. Oh my god, not all of these, and I'm not even going to take those. 2 of them did fall. but I did not want to take these. Let's just try this again. Okay, Leo. Leo, September, Leo. 2 questions requiring yes or no. Okay, I'll take these 2. All right, Leo, so what do we have? Question number 1 is yes and trust. Question number 2 is yes, peaceful resolution. Awesome. Okay, let's move on to the next section. And we have here career. You have the Sun. Nice card to have for career. The Magician. Making things happen. The Moon. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles. And it's so funny, we have the Sun on top of the Moon. And this is a full moon. And then we have the element of duality with the 2 of Pentacles. So you're very positive starting off the month in terms of career and money. You're starting the month very positive. And I think that you need to understand the deeper layers as to why things may not be working out the way that you want them to work. And I think you need to look at that duality and look at the moon and deep dive to understand do a deep dive analysis in the situation to understand what is going on. You want this, you're manifesting this, you want to make this happen anyways. And then once you've understood, you'll be able to balance things out and focus on the 2 things that you need to focus, establishing the balance, but also focusing on the 2 elements that really need to be worked on in order to move ahead and progress ahead. And we have journey followed with great fortune. So this is a journey you'll have to get on and analyze in order to get this great fortune that's coming your way. It's, a lot of gold is flowing from this vase or this whatever they're pouring. So very positive outcome. Dixit. What's the advice from Dixit? Yeah, you need to, maybe leave the past in the past. It's raining right now where you're at. There's a bit of rain on here. I don't know if you can see it right there, the little lines, but anyways. And you've got that big bad monster in the back. You need to get away from that. And maybe those are thoughts, right? Maybe this is an old way of doing things that you need to leave behind, reconsider, reevaluate so that you can change your optic. You need to go on that journey, change your optic in order to be more successful with business. All right, Leo. Sorry. Now we're going to go with the questions. So I'm going to pick 2 cards for questions that require yes or no answers. For career and money. Okay, question number 1, the answer is yes, and be assertive. Question number 2, the answer is yes, listen to your intuition. All right, Leo. So I'm going to move to the possible outcomes for the month of September for you. We have this refuge card, and here we had that too, remember? Looking deep diving, understanding the situation properly. And going into a refuge is kind of like that. It's like a safe place, right? Where you need to do some evaluation of self. Anyways, thought I'd just throw that in there. Anyways, here we go. So 3 possible outcomes. These may not resonate with all of you. Maybe 1 or 2 cards, maybe not at all, but there's 3 cards because there's also 3 decans for every sign. So you'll see we have the first one, Judgment. This is kind of like a second chance, a second crack at it. This one came flying right out, the 10 of Swords. And the ultimate ending, okay, there's going to be more than 3 cards. This one came right out. This is the 2 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. So there's 4 cards. 4 possible outcomes. So we have Judgment, Resurrection, a second chance, followed by the 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, sorry, which is basically an ending, a complete ending, but a new day is starting. So this is a completion. It's probably the thought patterns like that we see here that you need to eliminate. Okay, this is probably the outcome. You're going to be successful with that. And then the Two of Wands, and this is about a new partnership. Again, there's a lot of elements of duality here in the career. Could be a new partnership and planning with a new client or new customer. And then you have Seven of Cups, and this is the after tarot. So you've already selected your cups. You've left behind what was not needed, and it looks like you made the right choices. You gained the snake, which actually turns out to be an eternity of wisdom and jewels. So you've made the due diligence of analyzing the situation properly for your career and money, and now you're reaping those benefits, and they're pretty positive. So I like that. All right, Leo, so you enjoy your month of September. If you like the reading, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell notification. You'll be notified when I upload next time. So on that, you have a great September, and see you next month. Bye-bye.